I forget how much you have to pee when you start drinking water all the time. Oh, I drank that too hard. Hello everybody, my name is Carrie and welcome back to my channel. By the title of the video, it's obvious that I need to finish a book immediately. The Howling by Gary Brandner is what I'm reading for my Monsters in Lit class, and I am so very behind. I was sick when my class started the book. I didn't get it in on time, I didn't have it in my hands fast enough, and it was a little bit of myself being like, I'll get to it. And then I never did. I mean, I did, sort of. You know, you can see I'm working. The story's really good. But I will say, if you are interested in this, beware. It's about werewolves in a little town with history of werewolves, with magic. It's really interesting. I could see this being a really good, like, early 2000s, maybe 2010s TV show. It's part of a trilogy. Warning, chapter 1 has a pretty moderately detailed assault scene. Maybe I'll do a review on this book, but I've talked about it so much in class and it's just, it makes me sick in a lot of ways. I'll explain. Like I said, the assault scene, that comes up in our class often, and I was talking about it with a housemate I live with. Duh, that's what that means. She also brought up a good point being like, I don't think the assault scene was needed. So yeah, I kind of agree. At least if it was implied, I think that would still hold up to the character and their arc. It's interesting. And it moves a little fast, like it focuses on the werewolf and then like the subplot of the main female character and her husband. It just moves so fast. And my housemate also said that she thinks the main character, Karen, the character who was assaulted, is going to probably find newfound strength in defeating a werewolf because she's like plagued by like, oh, there's Halloween outside, like, I didn't know wolves were here, and we kind of think that it's gonna come like full circle. She regains back her power, her life, I guess, by killing a monster, which kind of reflects what, you know, happened in the first chapter. She was taken advantage of very, very explicitly by a monster. But to me, I feel like you kind of need to build up to that. I feel like Karen, the main character, needs to kind of do little things to gain her confidence back, to gain her life back, and then defeat like the werewolf, if we think that's gonna happen. Like I said, I need to find out. Also, I'm sorry if I sound a little weird or if my voice, whatever, sounds dry. Like I said, I am sick. It's allergy season and it hit me hard. It's not fun. But yeah, that's an overview of the book. I need to get to it. My dinner is done in like 15 minutes and I don't know, I just thought I'd document this. I feel like documenting me reading books helps me to read them. I did a reading challenge, 24 hours, not really, but yeah. And I want to do that again. Like, that was fun. That got me to read 2 books in the span of like, what, 2 days? It was awesome. But yeah, I have to finish this by tomorrow, at least by 3:35. That's when my class starts. And it's my only class tomorrow. So I have to finish it. I can't see why I, you know, won't be able to. It's 9:30 right now on Wednesday, April 2nd. So let's get into it. Ooh, I actually would like to say a huge thank you. I mean, a huge thank you. I am at over 500 subscribers right now. And I know that doesn't seem like, you know, it's not a million, you know, it's not getting me monetized, but I'm on my way there. And all I've ever wanted was to talk about books and writing and read books and write books for my life, for my career, to get money, to be financially stable. And God, I don't know what to say, but thank you. Thank you for your kind words and your comments on the last video. It was a very, very hard subject to talk about. And for those of you who even shared your own stories, I mean, that is so brave. I mean, seriously, I know maybe to you it's like, oh, you know, you're healed from it, but still, that means you can talk about it. And that's awesome. You were strong then, and you're even stronger now. So thank you all, and I really hope you all stick around. I'm trying to think of more fun ideas to fit into like my niche, and I want to do more art on the channel. And I know I had said something about a draw with me with Irish folklore. It is way past St. Patrick's Day. If you would still like to see that video, please comment that down below. Add a clover to your comment if you want to see that video. But I'm thinking of another draw with me that I think I'm a little more excited to do. You'll see that later. I'm sketching everything out. But yeah, now it is, okay, just 2 minutes after 9:30. I have dinner ready in almost 10 minutes. Let's get to reading. I'm at chapter 10. What? How many chapters are in here? I kind of like to dog ear the last chapter, or the start of the last chapter, just so I know. Chapter 28. Okay. Okay, you know, that's not bad. I mean, almost 30, so at least when I get to chapter 15, I'll know, you know, sort of halfway there. Got my Diet Coke, and I have water. I've been drinking water all day today. I mean, it's good. It's just, I forget how much you have to pee when you start drinking water all the time. Let us begin. Oh, wait. Oh, that's the character that Karen's husband is really thinking about. Dinner time! Okay, I only made it to chapter 11, but I am excited. I am just going to eat dinner here in my room and continue to read. Hopefully update you guys at a later time in the book. Hopefully not after every chapter. Hello. It is yeah, it's a 10:21. So, am I done with this book? No. I have 3 more chapters to go. I doom scrolled a bunch on Twitter, but it was also because the new Five Nights at Freddy's trailer was released. I can't wait for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I am like so excited for Mangle. I don't know, I always thought they were a cool animatronic. So what does an English major eat for breakfast, you may ask? Banana, Nutella, and dark chocolate soy milk. Don't get on me for drinking out of the jug. It's mine. I don't share this with anybody. I hardly ever share my food. At least, okay, I live on a college campus, okay? I live in a college house. That's why I don't share food. Of course, you know, if one of my roommates asked, of course I would. I'm just prefacing this because that sounded rude. I hate the male main character in this book. So I realized either being tired or just really spastic thinking about how I have to finish this book, I didn't really explain much. I mean, I explained the assault scene in the beginning, which was pretty gross to read. It wasn't so graphic, but like, you get the idea. Karen, the woman who was assaulted, she has a husband, Roy, and he sucks. He really does. And I forgot to mention, this whole book takes place, like chapter 2 and the rest of the book takes place only 2 months after the attack. And Roy is like, oh god, this pisses me off. He is like, you know, he wants to have sex with his wife, and so does Karen. Karen wants that too, but she is still so traumatized. He is just becoming, like, he is making himself to be the victim. It's like, are you serious? Are you serious? And like, and in the class that I have to read this book for, some people are siding with the husband. I just think that's weird. Like, I get it. We all have human needs. We do. But like, your wife was assaulted when you were gone from the house. It's 2 months after, which is very fresh. Very, very fresh, I think. And you're getting mad because you're not getting pleasure from her. This was written in like the 80s, I think. I don't want to excuse the statistics at the time, but like, you know, we understand a lot more now than some people who are writing about these topics kind of did back then. Or at least, maybe I should say, a different or new perspective, if that makes any sense. But yeah, in terms of what I don't like about the book, besides, you know, some of the topics being discussed and how it's handled, the story is like pretty fast. Like, spoiler alert, Roy, the husband, cheats on his wife with a woman who is a werewolf who turns him into a werewolf. And it's just so weird. Like, I do not condone cheating. I understand why he did it because of, you know, he's the victim apparently in all of this. But, okay, I'm sorry. I'm being too mean. It's just, it's too fast. He told the woman he's having an affair with he loves her. Literally one sentence, he says he feels guilty and thinks about Karen, and then he's like, well, I'm gonna have sex with this Marcia girl, the werewolf, again. Like, you're not even human if you're not thinking about this, like, emotionally. But that was another thing. We were talking about rational people in class. Like, we were talking about people who, I don't want to say they're not emotional or, like, don't have sense of emotions, but that, like, they don't really rely on emotion or something. Like, because, like, I'm just like, how? Like, I've known people who are, like, book smart, and I had said, like, you know, I kind of realize a lot of people like that. They mean well, but they don't have a lot of common sense. I think they're just, honestly, so smart and, like, they know what they want. But, like, this guy does not act human. I don't mean in a werewolf way. It's weird. It's weird. So I'm gonna, like, finish eating chocolate-covered bananas and get to finishing the book. I think this book can be a big metaphor about women not being believed when they are attacked, assaulted, and to show that, you know, there are, like, humans, normal people are monsters. They can be. And when you kind of take that metaphor and put it into, like, a mythical being and have this lady try to say, hey, like, there was a werewolf here. There was a werewolf. Like, I shot it, and it was going to attack me, and then not have people believe you. Interesting. Oh my gosh, okay, like, the husband's best friend, like, is so sweet to Karen. Roy could never. The husband could never. Roy could never. And these guys in my class had called it, like, they were like, why is she with Roy? And I was like, well, you know, like, you look at your boyfriends or your partners, girlfriends, friends, and you're like, you know, they're not bad, they're nice people, they're good looking, you know, it's not really much of quick attraction. But, I mean, damn, they kind of called it. Hello everyone! We are back on the phone because my camera is basically dead and I didn't charge it before I went to class. I went to a movie and I'll talk about that. I'll talk about which movie I saw tonight. Let me talk about The Howling by Gary Brandner. The ending kind of just felt like bland, felt bleh. It just, I don't know. It was weird. I was hoping, much like the rest of my classmates, we were hoping that the main character, the main female character, Karen, would kind of find a newfound strength that, like, that she is able to defend herself against monsters, meaning werewolves and criminals, you know, as because she was assaulted. Okay, I feel like I've said that so many times now. Well, that's the weird thing. It's a huge part of the book being that she and her husband Roy are not acting as husband and wife, and I mean, it's still fresh. I said it earlier, 2 months. And Roy wants to have sex with Karen, and, you know, he truly did love her in the beginning. A little spoiler, I guess, there, but honestly, it was just to move the plot forward, so I don't know even if it was needed. Like, this could have had such a strong message about those who have been hurt by others, by real monsters in the world, and it just kind of, like, forgot a big part of what Karen faced in the attack. She had been bit by her rapist, and I thought it was supposed to be like a connection to, like, a werewolf bite, you know? Kind of like that infecting her and making her change and, you know, being exploited like that. The author totally forgot about the scar that the bite left, and just honestly, it just didn't work. It did not work. It was really fast too. Maybe it's because I read fast, or I take some things in books too literally, or maybe I'll even miss it. But I don't think they're even in the city, this new town that they're in, for at least a month until the ending where Karen and her husband's best friend escape. It's really interesting. I think I gave it 2 stars. I'll post my review somewhere up on the screen here. I link my Goodreads, so you can go and check that. You can see on my review I put a huge trigger warning. I even censored my words in my review just because I didn't want to get taken down or whatever, you know. I don't know how Goodreads works with censoring stuff like that that's sensitive. Yeah, it wasn't the best. It was not the best. However, I did have a very lovely night. I had a date with my boyfriend, and we went to go see the Minecraft movie. It was so sweet. He ordered ahead of time for food, like snacks, just popcorn and a drink, but he got me a 44-ounce Minecraft movie cup, and I love it. It's huge. You know how much Diet Coke I can put in that thing? Oh my god, I'm so excited. It was not good. I mean, it was, some parts actually did make me laugh. And I mean, weirdly, after a while, you kind of got used to like the blockiness, the cubeness of the characters, because I know. When I saw the trailer at first, I was like, what the heck? Like, what? Why do they look like that? Like, the villagers, so ugly. So ugly. I think everyone wanted it to be animated. Like, I saw a concept trailer idea, whatever, on YouTube. Someone had animated the trailer. I was like, oh, I like that. I love when movies take a really artistic path to kind of show something. Like, Enchanted was about this literal princess who was in a literal fairy tale dreamland. And then you put her in New York, in our world, the real world, and she's like, oh, y'all don't sing here. Oh, okay, you don't like it when I bring the singing mice into the house. Like, as the singing rats, actually, because it's New York. Minecraft just didn't have that. For kids, like, come on, I'm almost 23 years old. So for kids, I could see it as just something fun. Like, there were kids sitting behind my boyfriend and I, and it was so cute. Every time a monster was on screen, they were just like creepers or like skeletons. It's just Hollywood. It's just changing, you know. I will say my favorite part, I mean, I've been joking with my boyfriend and my friends about this, but I freaking love Jennifer Coolidge. I do an impression of her. I'm not gonna do it here. I kind of think she stole the show, honestly. She was just so hilarious. It's obvious that she and a villager have like this romance thing going on. That was actually really funny. I love her so much. I grew up on Minecraft. I didn't really play like, you know, cool video games, I guess, but I like the creativity of it. And I still find myself like watching like some of my favorite YouTubers, old playlists of them playing Minecraft, and I have Minecraft on my app still. I don't delete it because it's fun. Going back to what this movie would mean for kids. Like I said, the kids who sat behind my boyfriend and I loved it. Like, it was so cute hearing them. Like, it was so cute. And there was a little special post-credit scene at the end, and they were excited. And I honestly was kind of excited because I was like, Steve, I sense a romance for you coming. It had a good message. I mean, it wasn't anything Oscar worthy or like something that like would hit me as like a 23-year-old, like, but for a kid, saying that, you know, you can still be this creative crafter, just someone with ideas that go out of the boundary of what is normal and like what society deems. Okay, I'm getting a little too philosophical about this, but I mean, it's cute, it's whatever. And honestly, I did not know what to expect from the storyline at all. Like, I knew the pigmen were the villains. Pigmen do not hurt you unless you provoke them, like iron golems. what was the point of making them the villains? It was funny. I mean, you know, stupid funny. Stupid, but am I gonna see the sequel? Yeah, I might, because we know they're gonna make one. That's my review of The Howling and Minecraft. If I had to choose which piece of media to read or watch again, it would actually be Minecraft. I would watch the Minecraft movie than read The Howling again. Minecraft had Jack Black, The Howling didn't. But it's getting late, I'm getting tired, it's raining outside, it's super cozy, my lips are chapped as all hell. It's gonna be Friday tomorrow, and I'm excited. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this kind of video of me reading a book under a day, probably not gonna do it like that. I do want to do another read for 24 hours challenge, and that time I want to actually stop the clock because, like I said, I'm not staying up through the night. It's not the mentality. That's not the mentality I have. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.